Oh no, I just erased all my secret files. What am I gonna do now? Well, there's still hope, my friend. Today, we will cover how to recover your files if you erase them by accident. We will use data recovery tools like Recuva. We will acquire a portable version for you to use anywhere and also use it in Hirens. We have covered Hirens in other videos. If you are not aware of Hirens, check the video down in the description. Now, let me explain how information is erased. When you delete a file, it does not disappear immediately. What happens is that the section gets marked as available, and when new information is overwritten, the old file gets lost. In some circumstances, it can be a while before information gets deleted. Depending on the use of your drive, let's consider a primary drive that holds Windows. Information is bound to be lost quicker as plenty of changes happen with an operational system. Updates, new programs, addition of files, etc. Your old files may not last as long. When using a USB, it is rare to have that many operations, so it may be easier to recover your files. So don't lose hope yet. Grab your drive and let's check out the options that we have. Okay, so we are in our computer. So we're going to be working with a USB. So what we're going to do is just grab your USB. You make sure it's on your computer. Your USB is going to pop up and you can have whatever number of files you have there. Obviously, they're going to be important. So we got to make sure, okay, so we go into our files. Let's pretend we do an accidental delete and we erase those files. Okay, so that's a problem now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to our web browser and we're gonna go to Google. We're gonna do portable apps and portableapps.com, and I like to go to apps and search. I'm gonna add the link in the description, but you can also search here and find Recuva. And we have here, look for R, and we have Recuva portable. Okay, so this is going to be a portable version of Recuva. You want to download it, you click here. And basically, Recuva is going to allow you to recover files that you delete or maybe you format a drive. You can scan it and you can find and recover those files. So now let's go to our downloads. We go here. We're gonna go through this process. English, next. I agree. Install. It's not installing. It's just creating a portable file, and you'll see in a second. Just click on finish. Don't check that, and then you're gonna see this folder pop up. It kind of like an extract, if you want to say that. You're gonna see Recuva portable here, and you're gonna go to Recuva portable. You're gonna say yes. Click yes. Then on the wizard, you don't need it. So just cancel out and the program is going to open up. So we did a basic delete of our files. This is supposed to be accidental. So what you're going to do is you got to select that drive on your computer. And you can see here, drive E. You can also run, let's say you want to scan your primary drive. Just make sure you either every time you're doing a scan, make sure it is to an external data drive, because you're going to prevent problems that way. If you want to scan your system, remove it or boot to Hirens and then scan your C drive. That way you're not booted on your actual primary drive and also trying to scan it, because it might create problems and you might overwrite over the information that you're trying to save. So let's go and recover those files that we erased by accident. And if you want to check real quick to make sure that the E drive is your USB, I know it's this one, and we're gonna do a basic scan. Let's do it. Okay, so you saw it popped up pretty quickly. We're gonna do this. We're gonna recover, and what I recommend, just save it to your desktop, and let's do a folder here. save it to your desktop first. That way you see what you're recovering from the drive, because you might have more files than you might actually want. Because remember, you might have a lot of old stuff there that starts coming up from that drive. So save it to your desktop first. Okay, and then let's go to our desktop. And if you see something you don't want, just don't pick it out. So in here, this is a new drive, so I'm only picking up these files right here, and you can see my secret hideout. You can see all this stuff, and the nice thing is you can grab them and then go to your PC, select your drive, and then paste everything there. And now you have recovered your files if you accidentally deleted something. Now we're gonna do something else. We're gonna do we're gonna go to our PC, and we're gonna format our USB now. So let's format it, FAT32, quick format. So it's gonna be a little bit more tricky to get it, because now we're formatting. So let's say we want to recover these files when we format it, and we'll do also something else. These files from the recover section that we had, we're also gonna erase it, because we already did the pulling the files from here, and this should be only used for this purpose, right? So this is in our computer, recover the folder. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in, we're gonna see that there's nothing there. So something we can do is we can go to the E drive, we can click on options, and you're gonna have a few things you can change, language and other stuff, drives, information stuff you can do with the showing drives. We can go to actions and do a deep scan, and then scan for non-deleted files, recovery for damage, or reformatted disks. And that's kind of what we did. So it'll do a more like in-depth scan. And now when we added those options, we can scan again. It'll take a little bit longer. So know that it is going to look more in-depth into that drive. Now, FYI, remember what I said, a USB is different than a drive that's being actively used by Windows. If you have a PC and you erase something you want to get right away, best thing you can do is probably turn off your computer, because Windows is always doing operations and it's writing over many sectors all the time. So if it writes over a sector of your file that you deleted, and then it overwrites over your files, you're not going to be able to recover them. So just know that you turn it off, and then you boot to Hirens or something. And I'll show you with Hirens that Recuva is there. And there's a couple other things you can use. But for this video, we're only covering Recuva. And as you saw, this is a portable app. You can carry it on a USB to your friend's house, on your keychain, whatever. It's a pretty useful tool. It's nice, it's useful, so definitely fun using it. And let's wait for this process to get completed. Okay, and we have the files here. So it did the deep scan and everything else on the formatted drive. So just so you guys can see, we're gonna go to this PC, and we see there's no files on our USB, okay? And remember, we did this recovery folder on our desktop just so we can bring in all the files there, see which ones we want to bring to our USB, and then you can erase those other files you have on recovery if you don't need them. It's just so we can see what files are there, and we can bring in only the ones we want, because sometimes your USB might be old, so it might bring 100 different files, so you might not want all of them. So, okay, it completed the scan. Let's do this. Select everything, recover, and we want to recover everything to the recover folder on our desktop. Let's see what happened. Let's see if it did it well. So we have here, it brought back some of our files. Indexer. So it brought something about the volume, probably some old setting. But it looks like it didn't bring anything. So there's a chance that it might not bring everything. So what we can do is we can run a new scan. like a quick one again and see what happens. Okay, drive E. So we can do scan. Okay, with deep scan enable. Note this scan can take over an hour. Okay, so we're gonna do another deep scan. And yes. Okay, and we did a second scan just to make sure that we looked for everything. And as you can see here, you're gonna see the information here on the side. If you see that maybe you were able to find something else that you couldn't find before, doing a second scan, that can happen sometimes, but no, we got all the files that it could get from that first scan. And that's, I mean, just understand deleting versus formatting a drive. There's a chance that the format will indeed it's formatting the entire drive. So there's a chance that it's going to make that sector 0. And with delete, it just makes the sector available for new data. So just know that if you format, there's less of a chance that, say you want to recover 100 pictures, you might not recover them all. I've been able to recover some really old files from doing deep scans on some of my drives. So just do a scan, and you might be able to get everything. You never know. Just run it and see what you can get. And as you can see, Recuva is a pretty nice tool. Let me check something else. Also, something else you can do if you wanna, let's say you wanna run the wizard. I know the wizard has a few other options. If you, let's say you want to look for specific files here, you click there where I show you. You can just, if you want to find a video or compressed email, whatever, or if you just want to look for old files and you want to look on specific areas of your computer, you can also check this. You can go and browse and scan a specific folder or on your computer. If you want to check, let's say the recycle bin because you erased the recycle bin or you're not sure. So that's something kind of nice that you can do with, if you bring up the wizard, and you can find it here, run wizard, and it'll pop up. You just cancel up and it comes back to Recuva. And just know you have in actions here, you can check these settings and get more options for the type of scans. Okay, so now we're gonna go and check out Hirens. So if you don't have Hirens, I always recommend getting Hirens. I have a video. Look down in the description for it. It's free. You can just create a Hirens media and you can boot into that USB on your computer so that you can repair computer problems. So let's go to Hirens so you can see that Recuva is there as well if you wanted to use Recuva instead of downloading this. Okay, and now in Hirens, you've seen before the environment. So you have all this stuff here. You can go to utilities to the folder here and see everything. I usually go here at the Windows icon. I go to all programs and then hard disk tools, data recovery, and look at all the data recovery stuff that you have. I mean, you could try a multitude of these ones to recover files, and there's some good ones here, but we use Recuva, and let us open it so you can see that it is here. If you wanted to just stick to using your USB drive with Hirens, you can do that. And just like the other one, we cancel, and look at that. You can start seeing all the different options that you have, performing your scan. You have your options here, all your actions, general. You can run that wizard like we talked about before. So just know that this is a pretty powerful tool. So if you want to check out Hirens and have more tools than just one, or you can make one USB and have a multitude of portable apps, whatever your choice is. I hope you liked the video, and whatever concerns or comments you have for me, drop them down in the comment section and I'll be happy to assist and to clear out any doubts or confusions that there are out there. So you all take care and I will see you later.